So very good morning, everyone. Can you hear me now? Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Okay.
Good morning.
Morning. So as the year is ending and a new year begins, I guess, every year we all start our journey with lot of resolutions in life. We want to decide on something. We think, oh, this is important that we learn. But the life is all about learning and growing. And we learn and grow when we actually, it's like a race in the life, we all want to constantly run and want to achieve something. But there are times we don't stop and don't reflect on what happened. I can decide 10 things, 10 goals that I want to do. But probably if I don't stop and I don't reflect on what I have done, why am I doing it? How will it benefit me? What were my mistakes? What were my learnings? And very important, to integrate the learning. Whether the 2023 was a year which was super for you, whether it was a year which did not work out as you wished it to be, both were simply an experience. And what you learn from that experience is very important as we integrate that. And then if we decide our new goals, then it is always better. So before I begin and go deeper into it, I would like to hear from one or two of you. How was your 2023 for you? So probably you will learn how to understand and reflect in your journey and then decide your new goals. Who would like to come and share their journey of 2023? Who would like to be sharing that with me? I can't see, it's a new laptop. So guys, if you will unmute and speak, it will be better. Who is the one who would like to share and see that, I would like to reflect on my journey? No one wants to share their 2020. Was it so boring? Manjuji, you would like to come and share?
Ma'am, can I say something?
Yes, Amrita.
No, Jaisal.
Jaisal. Okay, so I just see Amrita. One sec. Amrita has raised her hand, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to share.
Amrita, one sec.
Should I start?
Yeah, Amrita, just one sec. Yeah, Amrita.
Yeah, it was a great year. So many things happened, good, bad. In career perspective, I got promotion. So that perspective, I'm very happy. I lost some my near and dear ones in this year, so I learned so many things with this journey. It is not that difficult, to accept all these things, but I learned so many lessons. Okay.
Can you give me the topmost 3 lessons you learned? What life taught you in 2023?
Okay. Acceptance. Okay. Accept whatever is happening. Okay.
Acceptance of the situation or acceptance of the person?
Acceptance of the situation. Forgiveness. I had even theta sessions with my friend. So an anger release session I had. There's so many things are related to healing as well I have done. Okay. So forgiveness, I learned about forgiveness, then acceptance and happiness.
Okay. Now tell me, what are your goals for 2024? What would you like to achieve and what would you like to do?
I would like to achieve my inner health as well as, you know, outer health, we can see. It's weight
So
loss
your
and all.
physical health and
Physical health, yeah.
your mental, emotional, and spiritual health. When you say inner health, what you mean is that from within you feel happy. Is that what I am assuming, correct?
Yes, correct, correct.
Yeah, and that would be when you are growing as a soul, like because you mentioned forgiveness and inner happiness also as a part of your learning, along with acceptance, right?
Yes.
So though you mentioned that, like, you got promoted and all, but in your talk, what I could find is like that happened, but it wasn't so significant as much as the other things in life of anger release and forgiveness, because that looked more liberating to me from you, how you expressed it.
Okay.
Am I understanding it correct?
Yes, absolutely correct.
Okay. So tell me, what are the steps that you are planning to take to remain in that state?
I'm planning to, for yoga, okay, daily yoga, to give, time, at least 45-minute times daily for exercise and meditation. That is what I have planned.
And
And
you know what sort of meditation, you understand how to meditate.
yeah, means some clips, we can say YouTube clips are there. I really don't know means whether uh, that is right way or not, but yes, I will follow that one.
And what about your anger, frustration, and inner happiness, which is your goal?
uh, Anger is still there. Okay, I have to work on it. Okay, means when my 12 years daughter does something which I didn't like, that time means it is not that possible, okay, to control my anger, so I have to work on it.
How? How is the question? Everyone wants to want to improve. But what are we doing and how are we doing? And if we,
I have decided to minimize my uh, reaction time. Means I have to listen, I have to understand what is happening, and then I will react. uh, Currently I'm reacting, um, means we can say quickly, we can say. So I have to just stay cool and calm. Let's understand what is the situation, then I will react on it.
okay. And what part in her triggers you?
Sorry.
What part of your daughter triggers you?
uh, okay. um, she she's not studying, okay, whenever I say she's not doing her homework on time. She's so many things are there.
And that makes you feel?
Yeah, that makes me feel very angry. i
Yeah. Why?
I used to shout on her. So I
Why
have,
does that make you feel angry? What will happen if she'll not study?
if she will not study, obviously I'm worrying about her career and all, that's why.
So she will not have a career if she will not study. Is that your concern?
Yes, that is my concern.
Okay. And what will happen if she'll not have a career?
Oh. No, she will have, definitely. She has that courage, so
Are
she will have
you
some.
seeing the irony of life? Your biggest lesson, as you said, of 2023 was acceptance. And when
Yes.
you actually go deeper, you're not being able to even accept it. Like you are like, no, but she will have a career. No, but she will study, but she will. So it's like a pre-decided destiny that I will decide for my daughter, and I cannot even accept the thought that she may not have it. So there is a constant reason of conflict within you. And that conflict, you do not know how to come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in sync with me, what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. And if you put yourself, so your main reason of like everything is, if it is boiling down here, if you are in her place, what would you have thought differently?
About
For
do you mean
example,
about?
I tell you to do something, that you
Mm-hmm.
have to do this thing, otherwise your life is not fine. Will you accept me completely? No. Though I probably come from a place of complete love, understanding, right? Or probably, say, for example, someone whom you trust, your mother or someone who tells you this,
Mm-hmm.
right? If I tell you that, but to be able uh, to achieve that happiness, happiness is within. Like, when are you doing something? Do you actually, are you learning meditation? Are you learning, your emotions are very important. Are you learning how to balance your emotions?
Mm-hmm.
Because anger comes always out of fear. Like an angry person is actually not angry, it's a fearful person. There is an underlying layer of another emotion. But do you even
Mm-hmm.
understand that? Like, I mean, hierarchy of what emotions at the top, that if, as long as you don't know, how will you control it? So if I was you, probably I would have taken different steps for it, that I require to learn it. Like, because I am also a mother of three children. I've also gone through it. So like there are stages and steps, because I thought, like, why would my child not want to do it? So
Mm-hmm.
why is it that child is not interested in studying? Like, what would make it more interesting for the child? And it's not my responsibility. It has to come from within. So what is it? That is the missing link. I mean, that would have been my thought process. And if that was thought process, then I would go a little deeper in, like, where can I not interfere yet be there as a support system for it? For example, if I had an argument with my son for like him telling me that you must get eggs in the house because it's purely vegetarian. And being a Jain who doesn't have potatoes and onions. So I actually chose to learn Jainism at a university level for 1 year. I went and taught Jain monks and like asked them that, you explain. And at one point where I felt that probably, I told him, I think your argument is very valid. You are not wrong. But I have not come to a place where I'm still not being able to accept the fact that something which I like probably if it gives you protein, like probably pistachios also gives you protein, if that is your reason. But I am still very sensitive to my mother's feelings or my father-in-law's feeling. And I believe that it is okay if one thing doesn't come in the house, rather this. So it came from a place of understanding. And because he felt milk was more non-veg, I said, okay, I give up milk. Milk is the only thing I survive on. I give up milk completely. I'm becoming completely vegan till I come to a place where, we argue, because I'm not coming, you have to do it, because we are equally participating in that. What I'm saying is that probably it's the same argument. But, I mean, every time there was like, even a few years back before I got into healing, the first thing I realized that, when the child comes and asking child, have you studied it? What did you do in the school? Why are you not doing it? Doesn't work. Let them be responsible. So we created an environment in the house where like it becomes their responsibility. And those, like, I started doing workshops, and I started like, making myself a better version, so that I know how to handle it. I can understand like where does it come from. And there are many scientific understandings about it. So that those were my steps towards it. And those were my plan, because my intent, for example, if it is 2024, would be my inner happiness, if it is connected with my daughter's well-being. So my first step would be like, I would, rather than, inner happiness is a very broad term, so I would narrow it down, like what takes me away from my inner happiness. If, our relationship things don't happen as per my expectation, it takes me away. And emotionally, I'm not being able to remain in balance. Everything is defined by how we feel emotionally. And we cannot say, I have to do it, because it doesn't happen. Right? So if it does not happen, in that case, I would say, like, my relationship with my daughter is, I'm working on, like, seeing a very beautiful relationship which has a base of trust with each other, where both of them want to listen to each other. Like, I want to be a listener, and I want my daughter also to see her as a listener. When I trust you and you trust me, the relationship dynamics changes, because then you want to do something even for others, and you have an open ear, you want to listen to them. As long as there's an authority, I have to do it, which means you have to do it. It doesn't work, because there is a fight, subconscious fight of authority, which is happening. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
So now I reflected in 2023 that though life taught me, I saw death happening, I saw promotion happening, I saw this is happening. So wherever you are not worrying, things are flowing. Wherever you are worrying, things are blocking. So I have to get them in flow. If earning money is not an issue for me because I'm not worrying about it, it's in flow, then even this can be in flow. If 2023 taught me that if I am happier from within, automatically my surrounding, I am reflecting it and all. So, like, to let go, to forgive. But if I don't know, probably my step would be to actually learn it from someone and know exactly how to do it. But my goal would be my relationship in my house vibrates with happiness. My relationship is so beautiful because this is a base I am giving. I don't know how many years she is going to remain with me, as per the Indian culture of daughter getting married and going, right? Do I want her to take those memories of, like, us being there with each other, or do I want her to have those memories of constantly having the conflict between mother and child? So I'm rather working on this relationship now, because not only that I am creating a base in my house, I'm giving that base as a gift to her to create beautiful relations. And this will be my goal for 2024, because when my house is happier, when everything is in flow, automatically a lot of other aspects gets in perspective. Probably you will never have to worry about her future, her career. Forget her career, her life. As if she doesn't have a base, like, what's going to be her relationships and all, personally or professionally. So this is what I do, and that happens when I understand relationships better. So these are my steps towards it. I am understanding better. Like, I would understand how to work on where, there are no more situations which triggers me. If I can trigger you, I know how to, like, take advantage of it. But if, a person doesn't get triggered, they are more balanced. And that would be my diary of 2023, my next step towards 2024, where, like, at every step, like, probably I would write down, these are the first 3 steps I would start with, or 1 step I would start with. Anytime, like she says, I would think, if I was her, what would be my thought process? Why do I feel like this? So I will listen, I'll be quiet, and then I will feel like, if you were your daughter, why are you doing it? What do you achieve by saying or doing something like that? Then you will be able to get deeper and deeper into the reasons of why things are happening in a particular way. Then it comes from a place of understanding. The minute, it comes from a place of understanding, probably there is no more fight of having to do it or not. It's a choice she is making. And there are many people who probably did not educate themselves and have a very good career, because probably they are following, as long as she is following her heart and she's working towards it. Any field, like, she likes singing, she likes dancing, she likes anything. So those probabilities can be shown to her in different way. Which one would you like to take? It's okay. See, there is a constant fight happening now. Things don't happen. Whenever we say it's okay, but this is how it is, this is what it is, then they are like, okay. And that's how I will write down my 2024. Each step, 1 month, this is what I am creating. This is a habit, new habit I am creating. Are you getting my point, Amrita?
Yes, yes.
You are confused.
No, I'm not confused.
Prepare your diary, share it with us. Till I
Yes.
will now take Sahil for it. And because many times we all create, but we really do not know what we want to do. We just, majority time promotion chahiye, यानी पैसा चाहिए, health चाहिए, but doing nothing about it. Exercise करने जाते हैं थोड़े time. But emotionally, if you are charged up, automatically you will work. You will feel so good. You want to exercise. You will go for a walk. You will play. You will do something, which you like. You are free and to change your activity, your food habits. Like, for example, if I wanted to change my physical health, I joined one or two groups which taught, like, even if I knew that, you must finish your dinner by this time, you must have this vegetable juice, you must have. But, why I should have, like, why this is happening, I joined a 21-day workshop. Like, I understood it. I created that habit. And then it was easier because, I had imbibed that into me. So there were steps which were taken for it. So take steps for it. Thank you for joining and sharing. We'll take Sahil now.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi,
Hello,
Sahil.
ma'am.
Give me a second till I. Yeah, hi, Sahil. Tell me. Good morning.
Good morning. So, what I have done or what I've learned in 2023 is I lost my job mid of the year. Uh, I was not performing well, so it was because of bad performance. Uh, but I mean, somewhere I didn't lose hope. I mean, this was the first time in my life when I didn't panic, when I didn't stress out. I just kept on telling myself that if it has to happen, if I have to get a new job, it will happen on its own. If this is not the right time for me to get into a new job, it would not happen. Uh, and I was so glad and so peaceful, while I was serving notice period for 2 months and I was out of a job. I didn't have a job for 2 months. So straight away for 4 months, in a normal situation, I would have panicked big time. But during those 4 months, I was as peaceful as it could be. Um, so I was very thankful and to my thought process, to the entire space which Joining Hands has created. And, I got introduced to Cesta healing through Joining Hands. Thanks to you, thanks to Joining Hands, that I've become a better person, better at handling my life. So that's one of the biggest learnings, that I should be in the flow, let things happen. If they have to happen, they'll happen. If they don't have to happen, they won't happen. So that's one of the biggest learnings and experiences of 2023 for me.
What would you like to have for 2024?
One is get into a career of my choice, wherein I'm able to exert myself without any force, even in the current job I'm into. While I got a job, but I think still there is some external push that I have to put in. It's not as easy for me. So one is career, and then
So did you get
yeah, I
a
mean,
job after that? Or like, what did you do after those 4 months? Are you right now in a job? Or are you?
I'm into a job, yeah.
Yeah. And it happened easily with you?
I mean, it's into a similar space that I was into earlier.
Hmm.
I'm sorry.
Okay. And what steps did you take to identify what would be your ideal work conditions, and what steps did you take to move towards it?
I'm not. I've not done much on that part. I mean, I'm just letting it happen, but
Okay.
I've not taken any particular step towards it.
That. So good you came, because your story is exactly like probably opposite to Amrita's story. And I mean, she spoke about that she got promoted. So work-wise, she did well. And but at the same time, she lost some family member. So it's like emotionally, and that's what taught her acceptance. And here, like, I mean, you emotionally, you were balanced and you had anchored your energies already because you had in past already taken steps to be with Joining Hands or Cesta Healing Studio, the groups which constantly guide and change your thought process. And with our downloads and all, like, we are grounding the energies. We are
Yeah.
constantly like letting you know that life is beautiful and you are safe, you are secured, things work your way, you can manifest. And
Yeah.
so you already had taken a step. So while going through that disturbance, you were fine. Though she spoke about acceptance, that she learned, you probably came from a place of acceptance. You did not say my learning was acceptance because you already learned it. Like it came from a place
Mm,
of acceptance. So that's why
mm,
you were still emotionally balanced in that space. You did not
yeah.
disturb yourself and you managed to get, like, we all require money to run our house. So you managed to get your own second job and all. Now, where you require to move on, how she needs to invest in a relationships and more into probably learning something similar kind, because I mean her mindset is because she has a child who is going to be a teen very soon. And to handle those teen years, if she is not equipped enough, probably like both will go through the entire circle because there's an hormonal rush and all. So if she would actually learn some workshop, she would do that. She is better equipped. Now, for you, where I'm understanding is like, since you are associated, you are more balanced. But in life, along with the acceptance, keeping in our mind what goals we have and working towards it is very, very important. And it comes from a place that how much a person believes in their own self. If you believe in yourself, then you are not fearful in time of crisis. Then you don't feel that, oh, what will happen if I have no job? Then it comes from a place that, oh, but like, I mean, I know I can do something good from my life. I'm capable. And ultimately, these are my needs, probably this much amount of money. This is what, like, I like to be productive. I like to be creative. I like this. So this is what would be my ideal situation. And these are the steps I'm taking. You require that is one time like having faith that universe will listen to me and give a job. But universe doesn't even know what you are looking for. How will universe give it to you? What did you do to show universe that you have an urgency? Like we say, no, कि iska naseeb kaam kar gaya. It was his luck which worked. But there also we say it worked. The luck also has to work towards getting it. The naseeb also doesn't just sit idle and say, okay, universe, it will work. Even the luck has to work. So everyone has to work towards achieving that goals because it is your soul's journey.
Yeah.
If I sit here and say that, I mean, if universe wants today, I will come and speak. Doesn't work. Even if I was awake whole night with a child who had high fever, I know that, I mean, no, 9 o'clock is my commitment. And 9 o'clock, I have to be.
Mm,
I
sure.
just know it, that, it does not work that if I do not. Because, I mean, this is my commitment I have given to someone. What is your commitment to your own self? What is your commitment to your soul's growth? What is your commitment to your own growth as a person? How much are you growing? What will make you feel that you are growing? What steps are you taking? Have you identified that?
Sure.
Now you tell me what would be your ideal job. I
Um,
work.
my
Probably it can be your business as well.
Right. Okay. Um, because of my experience with joining hands and Cesta Healing Studio, I've become a much more balanced person, as you recognize already. Uh, and I see a lot of people struggling in my ecosystem, my parents, my brother, Bhabhi, my wife, everybody, struggling with their lives, running the rat race, don't know what's right from wrong, what's the right way to live their life, and in a constant struggle, fighting with each other. Uh, so, one, I wanted to share my experience with them, uh, to help them out. As you were telling Amrita that, uh, you've become a better mom. So I was thinking, who will tell this to my mom? Who will tell this to my Bhabhi? Who will tell this to my friends, to my wife, and people? And what if this doesn't occur to them in their lives, right? I mean, they'll continue living a miserable life, and their offsprings as well. So there's a whole lot of scope I see in this space, and uh, so that's one area that I want to work on. I want to just share my experience with the world, with
What's stopping
whosoever
you
I could.
from sharing experience with your family?
No, I'm sharing, but I think that acceptance that has to come from the other side as well. They have to be aware because, if they got diabetes, rather than going for yoga, rather than going for calming themselves, they resorted to allopathy medicines, right? Sleeping pills and whatnot. So I always asked this question to my father that why didn't you resort to yoga? Why didn't you go to some person who could have calmed you down? So, I mean, this side of the world, the energy space, the alternate healing is not at all in their experience. And if I'm talking to them now, they think that this is some fancy modern thing that I'm talking about. So the acceptance is very slow. While I'm, putting in effort on a daily basis to make them understand, but it's not an easy job on my part.
Okay. But is this your only goal for 2024? Is this the goal?
No, not the only one, but yeah, I mean, I want to be in a creative space. Uh, I want to write. I want to read more. I want to write more. I've learned singing. I've learned Hindustani classical. I've been a vocalist, but I've not done much on the professional front. So something which is related to creativity, expression is something I would want to spend my time on.
Okay. So the first thing, I mean, sharing it with the world, like you need to choose, like what way would you like to share it with the world?
Hmm.
And people will listen to you when you come from a place of authority, right?
Hmm.
Because you would listen to us when you know that, okay, this, she has changed her life. She has the
Hmm.
answers. Like when you question me, like I know the answers. I
Hmm.
equipped myself to have those answers.
Sure.
So if you have not equipped yourself to give those answers, like Hitesh
Hmm.
Bhatt equipped himself to give
Hmm.
those answers. He said, I went to Netherlands, I did this.
Hmm.
Sangeeta Shah
Okay.
says, I have done 70 workshops and I have been teaching this for last 20 years.
Yeah.
So where have you taken that step towards
Hmm.
it? Because if
Sure.
you would have taken the step, the difference would have been,
Hmm.
which a therapist can find it very easily.
Hmm.
You would speak like a therapist more than a frustrated child, like why my parents don't understand it.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
like, other than telling him that if you have diabetes, why are you resolving only to the allopathy? Because allopathy is also not negative; it's helping them. But
Hmm.
along with that, your argument would have been very different. You would have
Hmm.
said that, I mean, I just read an article, and they say that the major reason of diabetes is stress induced.
Hmm.
And I mean, yeah, these allopathy medicines are a great thing. It's
Hmm.
helping you to manage your sugar levels.
Hmm.
I mean, what about, we handling it at the root level also? Because
Hmm.
at the root level, if there is a problem that needs to be changed, why not to do it simultaneously? I came
Hmm.
across those groups and it really helped me. Would you
Yeah.
like to have this? Because, like, if more and more research based theory you are showing, Cesta actually did an experiment, and like we had done an entire diabetes week, where we had asked people not to change anything. And we had asked them to like measure their sugar levels. And the entire week, I guided them through the releases, which is the emotions connected to diabetes. And people whose sugar levels were around between 375 plus, they became pre-diabetic because it's on YouTube. So they continued doing it even afterwards. So like, I mean, you can go through it and tell them that, this is a group which actually did and people benefited. You just need to listen and like just do that and it's fine. Right? Like once they understand it, because like, I mean, emotional wellness is also equally important or more important. How emotionally you handle situations, how you feel. But unfortunately, we never studied that in the school. But now there are schools which teaches it because, people are like how people realize that the gap hours in your food habit is important, intermittent fasting or sleep is very important. And my daughter did research on sleep for 6 years and did her PhD on that. She's a sleep scientist, she studied cardiovascular, diabetes and sleep. Yes, and sleep, importance of it. So like you invest that time to understand it. Similar way, emotional wellness is the most important thing. Till one day, like, somebody does PhD and says, this is a research work, this is what I'm publishing, and this is what is needed. Is that making sense to you? And decide the platform how you would like to share. You can write a book also and share your story of transformation with people. We are more than happy to get you on the platform where you share, this is what I experienced. No, can like, give testimonials, like see how you want to share. Because once you share, there will be someone who will, the way in which you are feeling bad about your family, there are someone else also, someone who will listen to your testimonial, someone who will listen to what you are sharing, and they would benefit. And they say, because you are giving concrete steps, because I joined this group, I started doing this. This is what I did, and this is what changed. And if you want to take it still on a higher level, then you need to learn it. Because otherwise, it doesn't come from a place of knowledge and telling people that, okay, dad, you have diabetes, this is what you need to do. You are going through this. This is, can I offer you and can I do some downloads for you? This is coming from this limiting belief of yours. So then equip yourself where you become an authority in that subject. And you become an authority in that subject. People do, like, if I don't understand classical music, I would listen to you if you tell me that, no, Sangeeta, this note is not fine. You should ideally have taken the song here. I'm like, okay, yeah, you understand it better than me. I don't understand it. So get yourself to a place, and that should be your 2024 steps.
Makes sense.
So to me, 2023 to 2024 transition is, I have anchored my energy and how now I utilize it. I have learned how to be calm in the crisis. So when I am calm, like I'm still focused and I can still see, like, how do I work and utilize that energy into focusing something which I want to achieve. Because my energy is not distracted. This is what I want to achieve, and these are the steps I have taken. Take one person at a time. January, this one person you are talking to. January, I'm learning this little more, and so that I'm at a better place to speak about it.
Makes sense.
There is a reason why people listen, because we speak from the perspective of a therapist and not as a healer. And there's a difference in a healer and a therapist. And if you don't learn how to be a therapist, you can't produce results. Everyone can be a good healer, like, because if you have you come from a place of love, you can be a good healer. Because you are connected. But for therapy, you require to develop a lot of skill sets. If you want to spread it in the world, then you need to be from the place of a healer, you need to shift to a place of a therapist.
Sure.
and
Makes
take your
sense.
steps towards it. You will see in 2024, you would have at least minimum 2, 3 people you would have influenced in your family, and many more in the friend circle where people are open. So get yourself aligned. This is
Definitely.
a group who probably may listen to me. I want to introduce them to this.
Hmm.
These are the solid steps I am doing that I
Yeah.
want to do. Like when I was learning hypnosis, probably I was not teaching hypnosis, I was not practicing. But I benefited so much out of it. I will go on sharing it with people with so much passion, and I will say, you must go and do and learn it here. And I was
Yeah.
forced. I think the outcome was people said, with the day you will teach, we will do it. So then finally I entered into teachers training because they are like, no, we don't want to go. We want to learn it because we have experienced it with you. The day you do it, we will do it. And I was like, I don't know whether I'll enjoy teaching or not. No harm in going for a teacher's training. If I like it, it's okay. If I don't like it, I mean, worst what? I just spent some money and time, energy into it. And I have become a better version of myself. There's nothing to lose in that. Let me go and see. I mean, I won't know it till I have taken my first class.
Definitely.
Whether, I actually, and like when I saw people life transforming, I enjoyed it thoroughly. So take your second solid step.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for
much.
joining. We will take last Beena because we are getting late. Hi, Beena. Sorry.
Yeah. Hi, Sangeeta.
Yeah,
How are
what
you?
do? I am good, but sorry,
Is it okay if I keep my video off because I have got a elbow fracture? I don't mind putting
okay,
on my video.
okay. Yeah, please.
Yeah. Uh, so I had to recently quit my job, whereas uh, you know, uh, just before that and after that, I got emotionally affected again.
Hmm.
Okay, and I'm working on myself. And that is my lesson learned. It is becoming very difficult, Sangeeta. In the sense, the old compression that I had in my back had almost
What did
gone
you
actually.
learn in 2023? Tell me one thing. What do you want to do in 2024? Tell me one thing because we're almost
Yeah.
uh, we are already quite late. So tell me just two things, and we have to one more person had raised. We have to take. Tell me that.
Yeah. So I want to grow Sangeeta. Uh, in
What
the
are the
sense,
steps you are planning to take for that?
I feel a bit stuck. Be it be my personal or professional life due to
What
the health
steps?
issues.
Pina, what steps are you taking for it?
So I'm ensuring that I'm having proper food and you know, taking enough
Exactly.
rest.
And you need a professional help if you're taking proper food and your health is not improving. You need to take a professional who would understand, who will follow your, because it's not about what you think consider as the proper food, may not be proper food. What is lacking in the body, you may not be able to recognize. What
Yeah.
time you consume.
Yeah.
So
See,
then
no
you
matter that questions are raised on my stability and all, and I'm not getting much opportunities, I'm still putting my best foot forward in applying and but at the same time, I'm losing bit of hope because of the stability issue, like they say.
that's exactly what I feel, Bina. So what I'm understanding is 2023, like you experienced imbalance at the physical health also and emotional health also. So 2024, you would like to restore both of them. So 2024, to restore both of them, your first step should be actually to take, since you feel you have done everything best, what you understood, and things are still not working, you need to seek professional help for both the counts. Some emotional wellness support also and physical wellness also. And take sessions with them or consult them and give them that, that they will guide you through it. And then see after a month, 2 months, how much difference you are experiencing. That should be your target for 2024.
Yeah, I am already on it, actually, Sangeeta, whereas it is moving bit slow. Physical health, in the sense, I got a maid and I've approached a couple of my uh, in art of living contacts, if it is fine with them, for my stay for 2 to 3 days. As such, emotionally, on and off, yes, I'm getting affected by consulting them. In the sense, who do you suggest to consult?
That you can connect to the office and can ask them. And physically, I don't know. Physically, also, like, any proper doctor or whatever pathy you believe in, allopathy, homeopathy, Ayurveda, naturopathy, whatever pathy you believe in, like, consult someone. Even if
Yeah,
you say,
that is also, I'm undergoing medication for my.
exactly. So then, like, probably you want to build your immunity, then naturopath or someone simultaneously along with your medication, you can consult them and say what changes in the food, a nutritionist, anyone who would help you to build your immunity so that your physical, like you can set and say I expect higher energy levels, I expect my immunity to go higher, these are my expectations. What are the changes I can bring into my food and exercise or the sleep routine? And like your water intake, like these are the 4 pillars to it, exercises and all. So I think consult someone, but like you surrender yourself to someone who will guide you through it. Yeah. Do that, Bina, and get back to us after 3 months. How much changes of
I'm
2020?
also a bit confused regarding my professional life,
So
Sangeeta,
first, bring
because
yourself in alignment, then automatically professional life will come. When you are more aligned, you are more energetic, when you are more emotionally balanced, then you will have a lot of clarity about what you want to do professionally.
yeah.
So then, like, you can set after 3 months your target for 2024 for this is what I want. What do I want professionally? What are the outcomes of my professional life? What do I want? What are the steps I have taken? Yeah.
Yeah. So, which one do you suggest me to start with?
No,
The
that
most.
right now I'm not on the public forum. We will, you can call up the office and we will like speak about it. So
Yeah.
that's it, like, we will speak about it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Sangeeta.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for your time and appreciate your patience.
Thank you. There was just last one more person who had raised the hand. Like, can I just see who is this person?
Can we have a download before we close after you take the
Sure.
last person or anything?
Sure. We'll have the downloads. Who was the last person who had raised the hand? Can you please? Sorry, it's not my laptop, so today I'm like little confused here. Who had raised the hand? I don't see anyone right now who have raised the hand. Is there anyone who has a last question? So that your 2024 begins on a very, very positive note. Yeah, there is no one who has a question, then we can move towards the downloads part of it. Yeah, let us move towards the download parts of it. So friends, like a simple understanding, if you guys have seen these 3 cases, you reflect on what did not work for you in 2023. When you reflect, what are your learnings? Write it down. Make a column and write down what you could have done differently that would have improved it. And 2024, what would you like to achieve? So probably you want to have 10 things, like, as Bina said, physical health also, emotional health also, career also. But if you will go on, everything doesn't happen. But you realize that whatever is the foundation, you have to first create that. If she's physically and emotionally at a better space, then she has clarity to know what she wants to do. So first, your first target should be that first 3 months I'm working towards it. And then the next 3 months. So decide at least that, 3 months milestones. This is my resolution. These are my steps. This is my resolution. These are my steps. And then reflect back on your journey. Don't wait till 2024 gets over. So by the ending of March, reflect back on your journey of what have you got in that 3 months and where did you falter and what you require to change. And then move towards the second goal if you already have achieved it. I hope everyone has understood this part. Yeah? Guys, have you understood this part? I don't get to see it. At
Yes,
least
ma'am. Yeah.
say yes or something. Okay. Right,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
is the last day of the 2023. We are meeting. Open up your screens. We are starting the downloads. I need to connect to you, and I'm doing it for you. Yes, if I get to see you all, I can channelize and I can ask the creator the downloads that you all require to get this moving. Yeah, so let us start the downloads. What's needed for this group right now? So would you all like to know what it feels like to understand your own nature of being a human through creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of creator of all that is? I understand and I know what it feels like to be a human and that I'm here to grow. I know how to grow as a human through creator's definition and perspective. It is safe for me to reflect on my journey. It is safe for me to understand where I'm making mistakes. It is safe for me to admit my mistakes, and it is safe for me to make the changes as per my learnings, to integrate the learnings into my present and to move on in the life. As per the creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of creator of all that is, I know how to do that. It is safe, it is possible. And every cell of your body, every area of your life, at all the four level of your beliefs, for each one's highest and best in the highest and best possible way for each one now. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done, creator. Show me. Please say yes to receive these feelings.
Yes.
Yes.
Would you all like to know what it feels like to understand the power that's residing within you? I know there is a powerhouse within me, and there is the inner wisdom lying within me. I know how to connect to the divine wisdom within me and connect to the powerhouse within me and to operate with the power that has made me. I know how to be the co-creator and to manifest the life of my choice, as I know that life is beautiful and life is happening for me and not against me and to me. I allow myself to be accountable and to take the ownership of my life and to know that I owe it to my soul as well. I allow myself to move in that direction. I know what it feels like to focus on the growth of my soul and to connect to the power of the soul. I know what it feels like to listen to my intuition and let my intuition guide me at every step and to move in life in that direction. It is safe, it is possible. I know how to do that. Into every cell of your body, every area of your life, at all the four level of your beliefs, for each one's highest and best in the highest and best possible way for each one now. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done, creator. Show me. Please say yes to receive the feelings. I know how to forgive myself for my mistakes and forgive others for their mistakes. As I know that there is only the karmic imbalance which was happening, and my soul is here only to balance my karmic account, and my soul is here to grow. I choose to focus on my own growth rather than holding on to the resentment, regrets, prejudices. I know how to take the next step in life for my growth and that it is completely possible. Into every cell of your body, every area of your life, at all the four level of your beliefs, for each one's highest and best, and the highest and best possible way for each one now. Please say yes to receive the feelings. Thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. Creator, show me. Passing unconditional love, light, and healing to everyone present. You all can open your eyes. Thank you everyone for joining. Have a rocking 2024 for you all. You still have days to write down and reflect on your journey. So please start it from today. Start writing down what happened, what was your learning, what are your next step towards it, 2024 goals till the March, then like till the June ending, then you know that till the September ending, and then till the next December. Write it down. If you feel like sharing it with us, please do share it with us. If you are still confused, probably if you will demand, we will take one more turn to make you understand as the beginning of the 2024 session. But that will happen only if we have received your feedback on that what is it that you are looking for it. Yeah. So as we say farewell to 2023 and we all welcome 2024 with a lot of joy and happiness in our heart, with a commitment towards ourselves to be the better version of ourselves, to be more balanced emotionally, and to connect to that inner joy. So we are always in a happier state, in a balanced state, and to get back the balance at our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level. So all for health, restoring that health back. And it's very easy, trust me on that. So thank you everyone for joining, and goodbye to all of you. We'll see you next Thursday in 2024 now. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.